Okay. As far as the injuries go, Juju Smith and Chris Lamons have concussions, so they'll go into the protocol part of it and do that. Andrew Wiley sprained his elbow, and we'll just see how he does. He'll have an MRI tomorrow as we go. All in all, it was a good game to get. Doug's done a really nice job with this crew, and I know he's got this young quarterback that he's developing, and I know they'll continue to get better down the road. But gave us all we could handle there, and it ended up being a good game. So the crowd was unbelievable, loud, and they're crazy. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to have a home like this, and for our players and coaches. As far as some of the individual achievements, Pacheco had a nice day today, running the football, and that also is part due with the offensive line doing a nice job. MVS had a big catch at the end that I thought was tremendous, but he had a good day all the way around, but he had that big catch at the end on our sideline that was great. Carlos got his 100th sack, and my hat goes off to him. That's a lot of football right there to get you into those numbers, and he's done a nice job here with that. Kadarius got introduced to Kansas City a little bit more than what he had last week, and had a nice day. Some nice plays in there. The young DBs, all of them. I mean, 23, 21, 35. They've I thought played well. Chris Jones, Colin Saunders. I mean, these guys had sacks, and I thought they played well all day. So, all in all, it was a good game. We've got plenty of things to work on that we need to clean up. A few too many mistakes, but again, not easy to win in the National Football League. So we cherish each one of these as we go.
Andy, what's enabled Kadarius to get integrated into all this so fast?
Yeah, well, you'll have him here in a second, but he's a smart kid, and he does pick it up easy, although he's willing to spend time at it too. So he's not just getting the plays and then not studying. He spends the time at it. He's very talented. We're trying to give him some things that he's done before, and then adding one or two things the last couple of weeks that he's not used to doing, so he can continue to grow. And then the quarterback has trust in him because of the feel he has.
I'm going to ask this in such a way that I'm not asking you to comment on the officiating, but you may not be able to speak to this, but is there a place for that hit that happened on Francisco on Juju in the game, or is that hit not to be in the game?
Well, as long as there's contact to the head, I mean, it doesn't need to be in the game. So it looked like there was contact to the head from where I was standing, but I'm not the one making that call. So.
What was the explanation for why there was a flag and picked up? Did they explain that piece?
Yeah, they said that he hit with his shoulder, and so that's why they picked it up. You hit somebody in the head, you're hitting in the head. But they said it was shoulder to shoulder is what they said. And, he obviously was in a pretty bad position there for hitting shoulder to shoulder. So.
Andy, why was Pacheco your primary back today? Was he just going with a hot hand, or is there more to it?
Yeah, no, they all played, and he was going, so we try to get him into the flow, and he did a nice job with it. We're lucky that we have three guys that we feel that comfortable with putting them in. So.
He had the fumble down there in the red zone. You went right back to him. It's what you want to see from him responding after a tough play.
Yeah, he's a young guy, man. You got to get back on the horse. So he was upset that he fumbled. He learned from it. Now you got to go. So.
Just a little house cleaning thing. At the beginning of the game, you guys won the toss and generally defer. What was the choice there on that, or did they do the right thing?
That wasn't a good choice. So we goofed that one. A little miscommunication.
Coach, can you talk about the fact you guys are able to win? I'm not going to say easily, but you're able to win despite being down 3-0 on turnovers, and you had that onside kick.
Yeah. Well, tribute to the guys, the coaches, and the players, but we've got to get rid of some of that stuff that you're talking about. Make sure we clean it up. You don't. You shoot yourself in the foot, it's going to come back and bite you. So we got to make sure that we take care of business there.
I wanted to ask one more thing on the
Yep.
What is sort of, as a head coach, I mean, you care about all these guys when you're walking on the field and you see a guy in that position.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good feeling at all. And that's what I tried to explain to the officials there, that guys don't get hit in the shoulder and lay around like that right there. So, there's more to it. Somewhere the head was involved. And so that's what the rules put in for that type of thing.
How impressed have you been with the defense, just considering it seems to be hitting on all cylinders and you really leaned into a lot of these younger guys?
Yeah, and they're getting better every week. That's the part I like the most. They're working hard. They've bought in. I like the veterans and how they've kind of helped these guys along, even though it might take a little playing time away from them. But they've been very gracious with that, and that's a neat thing to have on a team.
A couple more.
No rushing attempts for Clyde. Was that by design?
No, not at all. It's just the way it worked out. The other kid got most of the rushes, so.